How are you? I think someone's not hearing their phone. I think, Rabbi, I think it's yours. Maybe it's God calling. It's your text. All right, well, it's good. Oh, good. Okay, well, it's a good reminder to silence the cell phones. Check one. Oh, thank you. Perfect. That's okay. Ya lai la lai lai ya lai la lai ya lai la lai 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 ya lai la lai lai ya lai la lai ya lai la lai 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 ya lai la lai lai ya lai la lai ya lai la lai lai ya lai ya lai lai ya lai la lai lai ya lai la lai ya lai la lai 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 ya lai la lai lai ya lai la lai ya lai la lai 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 ya lai la lai lai ya lai la lai ya lai la lai 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 ya lai la lai lai ya lai la lai ya lai la lai lai ya lai ya lai lai ya lai la lai lai ya lai la lai Yai lai la lai 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 lai. Shabbat Shalom. Chagurim Sameach, a happy Hanukkah. I was scheduled to be with Rabbi Karen tonight on the Bima. Rabbi Karen wasn't scheduled to be sick, although given that I had a chest cold last week, it's not surprising. So she sends her Hanukkah wishes, and she's just trying to feel better. But it's nice for us to be here, to come in from the ever-increasing cold into the warmth and into the light as we enjoy Hanukkah together. I guess I should share the good news now. There's no drash since the rabbi's not here tonight, but we're gonna do some good singing together. We're gonna do some good singing and enjoy both the joy of Shabbat and this sixth night of Hanukkah. Page 10, Yedid Nefesh. Yedid Nefesh Av Harachaman, Yedid Nefesh Av Harachaman, Meshochav Decha, El Retzonecha, Meshochav Decha, Yalalai Lai Lai El Retzonecha, Yedid Nefesh Av Harachaman, Yedid Nefesh Av Harachaman, Meshochav Decha, El Retzonecha, Meshochav Decha, Yalalai Lai Lai El Retzonecha, Yarutz Avdecha Kemo Ayal, Yishtachavei Lai Lai, Yalalai Lai Lai El Mul Hadarecha, Yarutz Avdecha Kemo Ayal, Yishtachavei Lai Lai, Yalalai Lai Lai El Mul Hadarecha. We're going to turn to page 279 as we light our Hanukkah candles first, and we can go ahead and join in the blessing. And then after 279, maybe put a finger in page 365 as we join together for Ma'oz Tzur. Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehanit ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu Sha'asa nisim lavotenu bayamim hazman hazeh. Ma'osur Yeshuati lechana el shabeach, tikun beit tefilati v'sham toda nizabeach, le'ed achimat be'ach yitzar hamnabeach, Azegmor Beshir Mizmor Chanukah Hamizbeach, Azegmor Beshir Mizmor Chanukah Hamizbeach. I'm not sure if what I'm seeing is accurate, that maybe some people are looking their Sidurim and they're not on the right page. Check to make sure yours says Shabbat and not weekday festivals. If we're all good with Shabbat, we're all good. I worry, that's all. You were looking for the song, 365, it wasn't there? It is there. All right, good. We're going to now kindle and bless our Shabbat lights, and it's a pleasure to call Lucinda Davis to lead us in our blessing. We're on pages 2 and 3.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
Adonai Eloheinu melech Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu likner shel Shabbat.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Thank you. And we welcome Shabbat with Lechadodi, pages 20 and 21. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Yishmi'anu el hamiuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem u'tiferet v'litilah. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha, ki mekor haberacha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof pase b'machshavat tchila. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, ki va'orech u'mi'ori, uri shidaberi, kevor Adonai alayich niglat. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom materet bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. We remain standing for Chatzi Kaddish, page 26. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועמד יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בגלה, בגלה, ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי קודשה בריחו, לעילם מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, ונחמתה בעלמא. אמן. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, 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 yai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai. Yai lai yai lai lai lai, yai yai lai lai yai lai lai yai nai nai yai nai nai yai nai 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 nai. Barechu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Join together at the top of page 31. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. You guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Amari Varavim. And we continue together on 32. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. May be seated. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha, vidibarta bam, bishivtecha bevetecha, uvlechtecha vaderech, uvkumecha, ushartam leot ayadecha, vahayu letotafot beinenecha, Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru nekol mitzvotai tem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim Hi Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet. Our Song of Redemption is on page 40, and of course our Hanukkah blessing says Bayamim hahem bazman hazeh, in those days at this time. And whether it's our season of Hanukkah or Michamocha, we're reminded that as a people we're always living our history, we're always creating our history, and we are always living and reliving our redemptions. Of course, our melody reminds us what time it is. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, nora tehilot osefele, nora tehilot osefele, malechutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei ayam lifnei Moshe uMiriam, ze Elianu ve'ameru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'nemar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, u'ga'alo mi'achazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. Continue on page 42 as we ask that God spread a Sukkot Shalom, a shelter of peace, over all who are in need of peace. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ushmot zetenu uvoenu lechaim ushalom me'ata ve'ad olam ad olam. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, hamidenu shomreinu lechaim, mashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Page 45. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment, enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. Our Amidah is on page 46. We rise. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, ve'Koneh Hakol, ve'Zocher Hasdei Avot v'Imahot, u'Mevi Geulah livnei v'neihem, Leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah Rav le'Hoshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim verofech olim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishene afar. Michamocha Baal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memid, Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah Chayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yahalelu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated, and we're going to turn to page 58 and join together in a prayer for gratitude. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one whose mercies never end, O compassionate one, whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. Now on Hanukkah, during this prayer of gratitude, we actually have an insert. So if we turn to page 264, you'll see that longer insert that acknowledges the Maccabees and acknowledges the the deeds of standing up to the Syrian Greeks, we're just going to sing that first part, Al Hanisim v'al hapurkan v'al hagvurot v'al hatshuot v'al hamilchamot she'asita lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. So for all those miracles, for the redemptions, even for the war that you waged for us, O God, in those days at this time, we give thanks. Al hanisim ve'al hapurkan ve'al hagvurot ve'al hatshuot ve'al hamilchamot she'asita lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Al hanisim ve'al hapurkan ve'al hagvurot ve'al hatshuot ve'al hamilchamot she'asita lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Al hanisim ve'al hapurkan ve'al hagvurot ve'al hatshuot ve'al hamilchamot she'asita lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Al hanisim ve'al hapurkan ve'al hagvurot ve'al hatshuot ve'al hamilchamot she'asita lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Yai lai lai lai, ya lai la lai lai, ya lai la lai lai, ya lai la lai lai la 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 lai lai lai, yai lai ya lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Take just a few moments for silent prayer for our own gratitude, and then we'll come back with our prayer for peace on page 62. Shalom במרומה Uyase shalom. Im Roma. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Amen. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Our prayer for healing is on page 253. We hold in our hearts members of our community, family, and friends. We're especially praying for Colin Monroe, Professor Enrico Mascaro, Benjamin Horowitz, Bradley Dichter, Mateo Goldman, Toby Weiner, Esya Ruchowskaya, Eileen Arnone, Jean Sands, Roseanne Cohen, Tom Fiorino, Carolyn Weil, Stephen Driscoll, Jerry Spingarn, Caroline Spingarn, Beth Gottlieb, Kirby Druffel, Avraham Ben Chaya Levi, Gloria Weller, Carol Kotler, Myrna Ofen, Arnold Ofen, Joseph Sands, Ruth Brovsky, Liana Brodsky, and Richard Slifka. To those names we would add may they find a refuah shlema. Source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us sing, Amen. Berach imodenu mekor habracha le'avoteinu. Those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Well, in honor and in celebration of Hanukkah, we're going to bring some Hanukkah joy into our midst. Let's go ahead and start on page 300 and let's go ahead and start on page 365. You know what? Let's start on 364. We'll go in order. Mi ymalel gvurot Yisrael otan mi yimne hen bechol dor yakum hagibor goel ha'am. Mi ymalel gvurot Yisrael otan mi yimne hen bechol dor yakum hagibor goel ha'am. Shma בימים ההם בזמן הזה מכבי מושיע ופודה ובימינו כל עם ישראל יתאחד יקום להיגאל. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Hard in days of yore in Israel's ancient land, brave Maccabeus led that faithful band. And now all Israel must rise as one, redeem itself through deed and sacrifice. Why is the English so much harder than the Hebrew? It's like, I always stumble there. Mi ymalel gvurot Yisrael otan mi yimne hen bechol dor yakum hagibor goel ha'am. Let's continue on page 365. Chanukah, oh Chanukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sivivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Chanukah, oh Chanukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather around the table, we'll give you a treat. Sivivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. And one more, just for classic sake, for old time's sake. Page 366. Something like this. The guitar is not liking the winter. Just one moment. There we go. It's just, yeah. Close enough. Sivivon sov 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 Chanukah uchag tov Chanukah uchag tov Sivivon sov 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 Sivivon sov 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 Chanukah uchag tov Chanukah uchag tov Sivivon sov 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 Chag simcha ula'am Nes gadol היה שם נס גדול היה שם חג שמחה ולעם סביבון סוף 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 חנוכה וחג טוב חנוכה וחג טוב סביבון סוף 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 חג שמחה ולעם נס גדול היה שם נס גדול היה שם חג שמחה ולעם. Somehow it's not Hanukkah without all of that music. Before we get to our concluding prayers, a few very brief announcements as things kind of quiet down at this time of year. The Leilad Minyan is meeting tomorrow here at 9 a.m. for Shabbat morning prayer and study. And next week, thank you, Rabbi Zub. Rabbi Zub will be leading Shabbat worship. So Rabbi Karen will have another Shabbat off, but hopefully a healthy Shabbat off, not a recuperating Shabbat. So we are grateful, Rabbi. Aleinu L'Shabeach is on page 282. Please rise. Aleinu L'Shabeach Ladon HaKol Latet Gilula Liotzer Breshit Shelo Asanu Kigoye Haratzot ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. We'll remain standing as we turn to page 294 and prepare to praise God's name for the gift of life and memory, and we will call out the names of our loved ones whom we're remembering this Shabbat, both for Shiva and Shloshim, and also for Yartzeit. This Shabbat we're especially remembering for Shloshim, Alice Bushinsky, grandmother of Lou, along with Jenny Bushinsky, and great-grandmother of Ethan, Ayla, and Rachel. We're also remembering Mark Katzen, brother of Marion Glasgow, brother-in-law of Arthur Glasgow, and Helene Dratch, mother of Lori Minsky, mother-in-law of Gary Minsky. It's the Yartzeit in this Shabbat of Richard Boehm, Ann Cohen, Michael Doctoroff, David Filer, Hetty Filer, Eileen Ford, Sophie Gottlieb, Janet Hennick, Harry Katzen, Janet Levinson, Peter Levowich, Joseph Lisbon, Stephen Pilmer, Morris Schur, Sonia Slifka, Ruth Smith, Rose Wand, Ruth Wiesel, and David Zub. And to those names we would add Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, b'agalau v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah m'varach le'alam u'lamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalal, Kudsha Brichu, Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. We're going to turn to our concluding song, then we'll make Kiddush and Motzi, and there's a few little treats in the foyer we can enjoy. So we'll conclude on page 367. Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in, let anger not tear us apart. Light one candle to bind us together with peace as the song in our heart. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cried out they've not died in vain? We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden and this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out, it lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out. Page 5. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu. Zikaron lemase v'reishit, Ki hu yom techila lemikrai kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim ki vanu vacharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. L'chaim. And before we make motzi, especially want to thank Elena Sheranow for broadcasting us to the world and making sure that Oneg was set up, to Owen Ziegler for ushering, to Rachel Ziegler for welcoming everyone and greeting us safely. Really grateful, and we're always looking for folks to help out and greet and usher. Let's join together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.